Okay, on this first clip we've got the X5 static on a table, filming at f5.6 at 50th of a second, ISO 400. All clips are at 4K and 25p. This one's in natural light and you can see it's not doing a bad job mixing the outside with the inside. Here we changed the aperture, we opened it up to f2.8 and closed the ISO down to 100 to account for the extra light coming in. You can see the image quality is still not too bad, the focus isn't too bad, and again the exposure is pretty good, similar to before. On the next clip I closed the aperture to f5.6, the ISO went up to 400 and I added a studio light to see if additional light inside would make a difference, and you can see the outside's better, the inside's slightly more better lit as well. For the next shot all I did was decrease the ISO to 100 and hopefully that will give me less grain, and it also shows the image quality indoors isn't too bad. The mixture of indoors and outdoors isn't too bad at all. On the next shot here, I've now gone down to the X3, the original X3 on the Inspire 1, f2.8, 50th of a second. You can see it's a lot wider, it's a different lens, it's the standard lens on the Inspire. And on the next shot, all I did was increase the, added a studio light. The original X5 footage was from the Olympus 12mm, this is the Inspire 1 X3 lens. And on this next shot, what I've done is got the X5 on f2 at 50th of a second. I'm going to increase all the ISOs, starting off here with 800 ISO, not too bad an image at all. All we did on the next shot was increase the ISO to 1600 and close the aperture slightly to f2.8 to allow for the change in ISO. Still pretty usable, I think, it's not bad at all. On the next shot we take it up to ISO 3200, keeping f2.8 and 50th of a second, and again 3200 is pretty usable, I was quite impressed with it. On the next one though we took it up to 6400, that's where you start seeing quite a bit of grain coming in, quite a bit of noise coming in. It could be usable for some things, you know, we've got f3.5 there, it's not too bad. If you're able to close the shutter, the aperture down a bit, it might be okay. And I did that on this next shot. I've closed it down to f5.6 and reduced the shutter speed to 25th of a second to see if that gave me better quality. It's not too bad at all, but overall I'd say up to 3200 is pretty good, but anything over 3200 is you're gonna struggle with noise and grain, but generally pretty happy with the lens. Lastly, I'm just going to show you a selection of photos I took whilst unfortunately still grounded, but these are all taken with the X5 outside using the Olympus 12mm Zuiko lens, showing various ISOs and apertures.